told your friend you're not okay.
Top K-pop is back with news that's shaking the music world. While the global industry is filled with hundreds of new releases every day, a young star from South Korea has once again proven that a legend's light can never dim. Golden Maknae Jungkook, long known as one of the strongest pillars of the phenomenon that is BTS, has once again captured the world's spotlight in a truly remarkable way. With his solo debut, 7, Jungkook not only showcased his individual abilities, he shattered boundaries, shattered doubts, and rewrote the standards for a global artist. From the moment the song was released, 7 became a hot topic around the world. It wasn't just a summer tune, but a work that demonstrated musical maturity, a strong sense of identity, and sophisticated production that made it hard to ignore. Its addictive melody, relatable lyrics, and a modern, ear-pleasing touch made the song deeply ingrained in the public's memory. It didn't take long for 7 to become a global phenomenon that transcended cultural, linguistic, and national boundaries. In the world's largest music market, the United States, Jungkook's achievements were especially striking. According to official data from the Recording Industry Association of America, RIA, 7 has surpassed 3.5 million units. This figure is not just sales data, but concrete evidence that Jungkook possesses such strong universal appeal that he is able to penetrate a notoriously competitive market. Previously, 7 also made history by achieving double platinum certification after surpassing 2 million units, making it one of the fastest solo K-pop songs to reach this milestone. In 2023, the song even set a record as the fastest K-pop solo song to sell 1 million units, a monumental achievement rarely achieved by any artist. In the world of charts, 7's dominance is undeniable. The song debuted straight at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, a feat only a handful of world-class global artists have achieved. Furthermore, 7 remained on the chart for 15 weeks, proving that the song was not just a fleeting viral hit, but possessed impressive staying power. Furthermore, 7 also dominated the Billboard Global 200 and Global X Gold. The US chart for weeks demonstrated that Jungkook wasn't just a success in one region, but a global powerhouse. 7's triumphant journey also continued into Europe, one of the toughest and most competitive music markets in the world. In the UK, the song debuted at #3 on the official singles chart and held that position for 14 weeks. This record proved that Jungkook had successfully penetrated a market previously difficult for non-Western artists, especially from Asia. This was not only a personal achievement, but a major step that opened the door wider for K-pop on the European stage. 7's dominance was also evident on Spotify, the world's largest streaming platform. The song held the #1 spot on the global daily top songs chart for 71 days, a very rare feat for a solo song by a Korean artist. In fact, 7 remained at the top of the weekly chart for 9 consecutive weeks. These statistics demonstrate not only its popularity, but also the continued affection of global listeners who seem unable to move on from the song's charm. Of course, this success is inseparable from the incredible support of ARMY, BTS's fandom, known as one of the strongest music communities in the world. But what makes 7 so special is the fact that the song has managed to penetrate the fandom and reach a global audience. People who may not have previously known Jungkook are now captivated by his talent and charisma. This is proof that his music has a universal language that can be understood by everyone. Behind all these fantastic achievements lies a long, dedicated journey. Jungkook is known as someone who always demands perfection in every piece he makes. He doesn't rely solely on popularity, but also continuously hones his vocal skills, expression, and stage performance. In 7, all of these elements come together to create a work that is not only enjoyable to listen to, but also has lasting power in the competitive global market. His success is proof that he can stand tall not only as part of BTS, but as a solo artist with a strong identity and clear musical direction. Furthermore, 7's success reflects the major transformation of K-pop as a global genre. While K-pop was once often viewed as a regional phenomenon, artists like Jungkook have now proven that Korean music can compete at the highest level globally. Jungkook's incredible journey didn't end with the success of Seven. In fact, after the massive wave he created with the song, the world began to notice signs that this wasn't just a fleeting moment, but the beginning of a new era in his global career. In international music forums, critics began discussing how Seven had opened a much wider door, one that would allow Jungkook to step deeper and bolder into the global music arena. They called it the next global blueprint, a new foundation that would influence the future of Asian artists. The massive success of Seven changed the way the industry viewed Jungkook. Now, his every move, whether on stage, in interviews, or behind the scenes of production, was under international media scrutiny. Many noted that Jungkook was not just an idol who had successfully made his solo debut, but a young artist building his legacy as a global icon. Even some major producers from Western markets began to acknowledge that they saw Jungkook as a driving force in the modern music industry. While global media outlets discussed his achievements, Jungkook maintained his trademark humility. On several occasions, he has stated that the success of Seven is the result of the collaborative efforts of many parties, from the producers and creative team to the army, who have always provided unwavering support. This humility is what has further captivated the public, because behind all the major records and fantastic numbers, Jungkook remains a hardworking young man who never takes credit for himself. The impact of Seven is also felt in the lives of listeners. Many fans from various countries have stated that the song gives them renewed energy, comfort, and even motivation amidst their busy and tiring routines. Many also say that the song makes them feel emotionally connected to Jungkook, as if he were conveying a message only they understand. And this is where Jungkook's power becomes even more evident, his ability not only to sing, but to touch and move the hearts of millions around the world. Meanwhile, the K-pop world itself began to experience significant changes after the release of Seven. Many young artists began to look up to Jungkook, not only because of his popularity, but also because of his mature, serious, and international-level approach to music. Jungkook has proven that K-pop isn't just about strong visuals, but also about musical quality, dedication, and the courage to push genre boundaries. This transformation has set a new standard for future generations, making Jungkook a symbol of the drive for greater excellence. With all his accomplishments under his belt, fans and music observers are eagerly awaiting. What will he do next? Rumors abound about international collaborations, exploration of new genres, and even long-term plans that could take Jungkook to even greater heights. While there's no official confirmation yet, global excitement is already palpable. Everyone is ready for the next chapter in an artist's journey that clearly shows no signs of stopping. And most interestingly, Jungkook himself seems to understand that this journey is just beginning. On numerous occasions, he's implied that Seven is just one of many works he wants to share with the world. He speaks with sparkling eyes, full of enthusiasm, as if dozens of ideas are swirling in his mind. He seems to know the world is waiting, and he's ready to give it his all. Now, the world is witnessing a major transformation. Jungkook isn't just evolving as a singer. He has emerged as a cultural phenomenon, an icon influencing trends, opinions, and even the direction of the music industry globally. The mark he left with Seven will be remembered as a turning point that solidified his position as a world-class artist. As time passes, one thing becomes increasingly clear. What Jungkook accomplished with Seven was more than just a success. It was a monumental achievement that will be remembered as one of the most significant moments in modern K-pop history. From massive sales, global chart success, to widespread emotional impact, it all serves as evidence that Jungkook is creating a legacy that will live on decades from now. And as the world continues to look up to him, one line from the previous narrative becomes even more evident. Seven is not the end. It's just the beginning of a larger story that will continue to grow, resonate, and inspire.